Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I don't think I'm getting sick, but I have been drinking some ginger lemon tea and I may not be talking as loud. I do have a sore throat, but we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes it's allergies and stuff like that. I know a lot of people have said that and then it's gone on to them being sick. So I took my temp though, and I'm not running a temp. So we'll see. I'll see how it goes here, and it might be a shorter video if my voice starts to crack a little bit or hurt. Anyway, we are planning from October 28th through November 3rd, Halloween, and I did protect these stickers. Last week I had gotten some water on them, and yeah, so I love these. These are really cool. I love the door here, and so that is what I especially wanted to use. I think I'll try to like put it right here for the actual Halloween night. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my light just a little bit here. Trying to make it good. Okay. Anyway, so actually no, I'm going to use a little highlight. So this is like a warm gray. I have a cooler gray, but I also wanted kind of and this is to kind of look spooky on top. Maybe they're like little, like fog in the mist here. I don't know. We're just having fun with it. And I didn't get any, let me go get, I would love to use the sparkle ones up here. Hold on. Okay, I really looked at everything. I thought I had everything, but no. I love these. These are like my favorites right now. So I'm glad I got a few of these from Dandelion Diaries. Yeah, it's been a good week. Friday we had a lot going on. We had a couple of my son's friends over, so it was just super busy. And today, actually, I'm going to show here in just a little bit. I finished up the TN size of my inserts, and those are just about to go live. I'm going to make them live, but by the time that I'm going to post them this evening, but by the time you see this video, they will be live, and I will link those below. So I know TN was I'm going to cover up my little moon there. It's a new moon on the 1st, huh? Let's see. I like to do this before I forget. I'll just put a little dot right there. TN was one many people were requesting, and because a TN is the same size as an A5, then I thought I would use it this week and see how that goes. Because often I tape it to the edge here, like I have done before, and I'll show you, or I might just kind of insert it. Let me see what I'm going to do with that. Let's get the stickers down first. And this is kind of an orangey color I'm going to use down the side here. I do like to, well, yeah, stickers on first, then I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm like in that mode of like getting things done, so I'm kind of, my mind's going a little fast, which is nice because my meds the last right after I get my meds, my brain goes a bit slow for quite a few days. Let's see, do I want to put this a little higher? No. I still want to like keep track of things, but I do want to put this like on the day that it's kind of happening there. Excuse me. I think I'll use these flowers like I did last time in my other book. And then I'm aiming to use the bigger ones here. Anyway, so, and yeah, like this little ghosty here is kind of like, whoops, is like these little ones up here. I think I want to just put it right over the numbers here, and then I could highlight that. Orange? No, I think I'll do gray. Like that. So, yeah, it's just been a whirlwind of a lot of different things. Yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say about that. I was also thinking, like, when I was making my inserts, I was thinking, you know, there are times when, because, sorry, I'll backtrack. This is how my mind works. It goes forward and back and forward and back. There are times when I really do want to reflect on the last week, and lately I have not been going back. As you've noticed, if you've been around for a while, I used to go back and kind of look at the week. Right now, that's not helping me, serving me, whatever. Like, it's not to my best interest right now, because when I go back a little too far, sometimes it can feel, well, a little, sometimes it can be hard to face of things that you don't get done. Oh, I love these here. I'm going to put these down here. Kind of like a little book and some potions here. Much like last week, the 2 weeks look very similar. When I get too far behind, it doesn't help me to look back and reflect, and at times when I know what's happening. If I'm procrastinating, if there's something that I can't face very well, like, it doesn't really help for me to rehash those things. I'm kind of following the template I did last week, but I think I'll make these a little different over here. So, and I know I'm not alone in that thinking. I think it can be really beneficial to look back over things, because sometimes you don't know why. You're like, well, I couldn't find the time. Where is my time going? And so sometimes you have to keep track of where your time is going. This is kind of why I have this grid here. I'm like, what did I do for like 2 hours? And I was looking at, like, yesterday, I was like, we had, since we had people in the house, I was kind of like on alert, just going, okay, what do people need? What do I want to do with this? Yeah, I'll just put it there because I'm not sure what else to do with that. And so I'm kind of in distracted mode at that point, and sometimes my time is just taken up by life and being a mom and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes you just don't know where the time goes, and if you're not like actively going, I'm reflecting and trying to see what I can do to prioritize things, to change how I'm using my time. If it's not something like that, then to me, it helps to just go, okay, it's a fresh week. And I think a lot of people are very familiar with that. They're like, fresh week, right? Having a fresh outlook on things and going, you know what? Whatever happened last week happened. It's just, we're moving on. And I like to reflect. I like to look back. But if it's to a point where I'm like, this thing has been on my to-do list for 10 weeks and I haven't done it, it can really it feels bad. It feels bad. So I guess that's where I'm coming from things. I'm trying to think. I keep wanting to like draw You know what? I'm wondering about doing a gray highlight here. I've been making kind of black lines and I've been wanting to try something different. So this is pretty static. It's not going to change. So I'm going to put, let's see how this goes. Okay. Well, it's not very noticeable, but I could put like just a little circle around these times. Yeah, it's subtle. Let's try it this week. Let's try something new. I'll just circle like these two dots, because if I just highlight, it's not as noticeable. But I feel like I'm creeping into the column, so that's why. And then this was an early day, so let's see how this works. And I wanted like a lighter color here. This may be a new thing I'm doing, and that's the thing. Sometimes you have to just try things and then it becomes your new norm. It depends how like frustrated you are with something, right? So let's try that this week as opposed to the lines next to. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Then as I mark up my table, we're going to put some to-do dots here in a cheery pumpkin color. And then, let's see, we had a lawn there, so we have just recycling this week. Put that there, and it goes out here. Actually, I kind of want it to be on the dot a little bit more. And then here, and here. For now. Okay, it feels a little cleaner, actually. And then we'll put, I'm being bold. I'm being bold right now. I'm going to put orange for our meals, and I'm going to just kind of have them here. And then it's under the broom. So, a little calmer. Although I do feel like this sticker set is a little calmer as well. So maybe that's kind of what I need right now. Just a little bit of calm. Like, again, when I write all over this, it's going to fill up with things. So, this is when, so the TN size, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I got this beautiful N1, which is the Traveler's standard size from Sterling Ink. I love this texture. I put away, did I put it away? I did put it away. I mean, look how nice this looks. Just, there's something about the contrast this is offering that I'm just, especially for fall, I don't know, there's something absolutely stunning that I find about that. The linen one I still love as well. I do prefer this feel of this one, but anyway, so I made inserts for these, and because a little fuzz on there, because these are taller, but they are the same height as an A5, I was able to stack the design. So I do have, when you buy it, a version where the brain dump goes all the way down, and then a version where, sorry, the versions are all included in one file. But the pages have these questions in a full part as well. And you can see in the thumbnails, all the pages that it comes in. So again, I have my large handwriting and small handwriting versions, and then I also have the matrix. that you can use this way. You can write it on it this way and see the labels this way. You can put your own label here and here if you want, or you can use it this way and write this way. But anyway, so you can tape these just right onto the page, or you can put them as a, like, I don't even know what, like a fold out, I guess is what it's called, of just having it on the side. So yeah, that's just a whole update with that. I just wanted to announce that. But I was going to use this one, I believe. And so you can attach it here, and then you can still kind of see, you know, you can see your Sunday really well. But like if you just wanted to have like something in the middle, you can have, so with the large handwriting version here, you could have your whole brain dump on this side and then flip it over and have all your questions, or vice versa. They have all, there's 6 pages included with each file. So I was either going to put it here or I was going to tape it on the edge here. And I didn't get a piece of tape, so I need to do that. Now this is not one you can fold. The A5 one that I have, you can totally fold in half. Because it's the whole page. Do I have that next to me here? For those, there are some new faces around here, so I know not everyone has seen all of these. Oh, there's something sticking. Hold on. Here we go. It's actually the one that I am destroying over here. I am all over the place. So unfortunately, let's see, this one got a little damaged, but this is like one of the A5s. I had stuck something on there, but this is one of the ones that you can like, and you can use whatever paper you want, but you can fold it in half and then have it on the edge right here and have like your brain dump and then have your questions like that. That was just one of my tests there that was hanging out, but I thought I would use this one this week as I go through. Oh, and then I might use those. So let's kind of go over this because it kind of helps to see how people use this, and you may use it completely different. So my brain dump, what do I have? I have some leftover things in my B6 that I'm going to be just looking at off camera, like things I want to do. So I did get the TN ready, but I did not get their weeks ready. So I want to put that on here as something that is going to take a good amount of time. I don't know if I'll be able to stack these in the weeks. I might be able to, because the weeks size, which I'm sizing for the Sterling Ink Flush version, not the, I mean, I have big borders on everything. So if things go a little wonky, there are big margins on everything. And you can size down a little bit, but I do also size these for 4mm grid. So when you size down a little bit, if it's not printed at 100%, it's not the same size, which is fine. It's fine, right? So it just depends. I have to see if I'm actually going to do the Hobonichi Weeks, which is a little smaller paper. So I wanted to just do like the Sterling Ink, Papertess, like those are all the same size. Twines and Paper, they're all the same kind of flush size. I need to cancel an appointment. And that is a real low thing, but it's sometimes medium because I have trouble making phone calls. And especially if it's like, oh, do you want to share why you're canceling? Well, it's because I'm going to a different dentist. I kind of feel bad, right? But I also do not want to be there anymore. So it's like, that's kind of why I've been avoiding it. So after I get the weeks done, then I can do the cycles finish that up. So that is definitely going to be more work. And then I need to sort med bottles to be recycled. And so that's kind of, I have to get all the stickers off of them. So it's kind of a medium thing. And then I need to look to see where I can take my sharps. And I just haven't looked it up. Probably one of you can tell me right off the bat right now. I have been taking shots since January for my Crohn's, and I have, I don't know, 3 or 4 in a little sharps container. And I just need to figure out what to do with it because I'm not using that anymore. What else? What else? I need to clean a fan that we have. It's like a little one that stands on the floor that's kind of like hip high. And I just need to clean it out. So, you know, put on a, okay, so here's something I just realized. So sharps is research plus take. So there's actually 2 different things there. Let me, well, no, I want to keep that. So it's like, there's 2 different things there. And the reason I'm doing circles is because I use this as to check them off. I use little check marks once I get that done. What else? What else? Oh, I got a vote. I started to and got halfway. And then, oh, I got I'm just looking at this list here going, oh, I have stuff done on here. Just checking things off. And then I need to film November. And so that's, I'm going to say higher because, excuse me, it takes some work, you know, to do that. But then I also want to film Sanctuary Paper Co. actual videos for each one of the sizes. So I mainly wanted to get the weeks done and then do kind of instructional videos on each one. And the biggest thing I'm excited about is that I don't have to go in for an infusion on Monday. I don't mind them so much because it is nice to go in there and just sit and relax for a while. They aren't painful. They don't really feel like 3 to 4 hours. It's about 3.5 hours right now is what they're taking. And then just to drive up there is like 20-25 minutes and back is 25 minutes. So it does take up a good 4+ hours, but there's nothing kind of scary about it. Like the first one, I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to have a reaction to this, as in an allergic reaction. But it's just nice to know now that I don't have to worry about that. So so when I'm looking at this, I'm like, this next week, I don't have to be brain foggy, you know, like I've been having this on, off the last month of going in for the infusion, taking kind of the week off, and then coming back to normal, my typical way of being, like this last week. So that's why I'm kind of like this last week was a blur because there's just so much going on. And, it's just nice going into this week going, wow, this is my 2nd week in a row that I can be kind of on it, you know, like doing things. So yeah, I'm just checking my settings, making sure I'm recording correctly because, you know, oh, there's a siren outside. So how can some of these hard tasks become easier? You can ask the library to make phone calls for you to cancel appointments. I don't feel I need to at this point. I'm not sure. And I think they might make them as well. I'm not sure. But if that's something, I could like write that down as like call library and see if they can do it. If I feel like a confrontation thing about it. What I think I'd like to do is have weeks and cycles, these two design projects, broken down. So I need to like use a spare page in my book and kind of just break it down and just have a bunch of check marks as I slowly go through and get those done. Because now I have kind of my system of like, okay, here's the thumbnails after I make the design. Are the margins right? Is everything measured right? Okay, now I need to make this many files. This is, you know, that kind of stuff. So I think it'd be really helpful to see, because then I can see kind of a progress bar. And that is what my A5 Slim Manager from Papertess is going to be, where you can kind of see the progress that you're making on one single project. Yeah. And I might just print that out again. I had it printed out. I started using a little bit, and then the new month rolled over. So then I was like, oh, I got to print a new one, and I just hadn't yet. And now it's like almost November, so I didn't print one for October. Like, it's only showing January, but I mean, I can take mine and just make a photocopy of it. But I need to like print a new one, so it's because it's a month view. And so I'm like, well, I'll just wait until November 1st. But I want to get these done. So that doesn't help. November 1st is Friday, and I have a lot of days in between. We'll see. We'll see what I do. What else can I do? Line up some videos for fan and bottles. So these are like two kind of cleaning projects. So I could definitely have some great videos that I'm just watching while I'm taking care of those things. And then, oh, pick out stickers for November. Again, I'm kind of breaking these things down. I'm making them a little bit more manageable. What can be asked of others? I could ask someone else to cancel my appointment. I could. I want to write that down as like an option, even though I 99% will probably do it. Could ask someone to cancel. There. What else? What else? Oh, I could check with my husband about how to take apart the fan. I mean, I can look at it too, but I do like having both of our brains on it, because this is not a fan we've commonly taken apart. I know he took one of these apart, so just talking to someone who has done it probably. Now, what could safely wait until later is definitely not voting. So this I'm going to put a little star next to. And I also want, oh, the med bottles can wait another week. I'm doing those like a week early because they're not even due this week. So that could safely, and I think I'll put a little triangle. It looks like an A, but it's a triangle. Canceling the appointment could as well. Like, that's safe because it's November 20 something, 19th. So those are definitely, I'm putting them down here too, just so I can correlate them. So my brain can put them both together. The sharps thing as well. It's just something that's lingering. And the fan too. Like, these are all, but like November needs to be done. Like, that's definitely, yeah, like if I were to fall sick, I still, like, I'm trying to get both of these done. That has to be done. But like the weeks and cycles, it could wait another week if I absolutely like ran into something where I was not feeling well. So, what I like to do is punch this because I won't be, the smaller one always has a little trouble here. I won't be folding it. So, there we go. That's a little better. And I want to just kind of have it, I don't know, I might just use it as like a little bookmark, you know, just have it float. I mean, I also don't have any tape right here, but I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking, because I have, like I can show you, I left the one taped in here, where's here? This one. So this is the one that folds. And you can like print on this side and you can have your like to-do list right next to everything. It just kind of covers the weekend. But this one, I like how big it was. I write bigger like this. Let me get that a little centered more. I write bigger and this feels like just a lot more comfortable for me. But I do have like, for people who write just a lot smaller, I have a smaller version as you saw here. Let me grab that real quick. So it's still like things are pretty much in the same place, but it just has, you know, a lot more lines and you can fit a lot more on there. But this to me is more in line with how much I can handle and also just with how I write. So I think, was there anything else? This does feel pretty plain. I think because of all the gray here. And normally I have like black on there. So I think I'm just going to leave that like that. And we'll go on to this next one. So I can't believe like November is next week. Like, whoo. And just like this one, I'm going to put some of these big, beautiful sunflowers, and it looks like something else. 2 sunflowers, and what is that top one? I don't think that's a dahlia. Anyone with guesses can definitely let me know. I think I'm going to put that one there. This pretty one up here. Let's see. Or do I want them both down here? Maybe. This feels a little heavy, so I think I'm going to put it down here. Oh, and it's off the side a little bit. Oh well, it just will. Oh, I did put my November in for... and if you've also been following along, I think my printer might need a little different. It's much cooler in tones, but they had been kind of matching the sterling ink and this little, I think it's a Midori kind of transfer. They had been quite in sync a little bit, especially at the beginning of the year. Not this one so much. There's green here, but oh well. We're almost at the end. I just need December and then we're all done with this one. And then I won't be in a B6, but I could print for A5. That's interesting to think about. Yeah, I had been getting them. I had purchased the first few in here, and then, oh, about halfway through the year, I just wasn't getting her stickers so much. I just wasn't in sync with them. I loved, as I said, the January one. That was still is my absolute favorite. I'm going to put this on trick-or-treating night, like so. And I did like February. I kind of liked. March was fun. And then like April, it started just not being my thing, and that's okay. Like it's not, I think it's something that a lot of other people liked, and that's what's important. Like she's selling to a lot of different people. And so there's going to be times when, you know, people will really like certain things and times when not so much. And that's not a big deal. I'm just including my personal opinion. I think I'm going to save this for my weeks. Bat. I'm trying to think what else I want to put on here. Cupcake. Let's see. Oh, cupcake. We want to put Saturday because we're celebrating a birthday. And then I'm just going to put the moon and this little ghosty at the top. Let's see. I think I'll put that one there. So it looks kind of flowery on this side because it's kind of going into November. And then this kind of being the last of Halloween here. And I think these I'll use on my weeks. Let me put just a couple dots though to use some of these up. Where? Let's see. Yeah. My voice is going a little bit here. But it's kind of feeling better than I thought it would be. Do I want to use any of these ghosties? I might use them on my weeks. I've been really enjoying them over there. So then I will write work and do meals. Oh, that's where I put that other one. This kind of foliage one. I might grab it from that. Let's see. I will put Monday. There. So we have meals. Is that a little too high? I'm going to leave it. And then I'll put admin underneath. Packages. To buy. And then cleaning. And we will highlight under here some pretty orange. Brings the orange. There's a lot of yellow here, so it's kind of nice to bring the orange over a little bit more. So that's all I'm going to do for that one. And then we'll do this one real quick. Mash this down a little bit. Then we'll use the gray. Then, like we did here, we'll use, yeah, it is the space, and then we'll put gray here. And then we'll do gray here. And then we'll do a little orange. Oh, first these. Yeah, I think I'm very much looking forward to not having to wipe this out. So I may have a Papertess Weeks. I might not want. Again, it's probably going to be like December until I'm selling anything book-wise. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking at a few things I don't quite need. Much better than last year. I only sold like 2 last year, I think. So, and that may be about what I sell this year. Like, it's not going to be many. Okay, so let's bring orange a little bit over here. And this kind of worried looking. I don't know. Do they look a little worried? Do they look a little happy? Put that on Halloween. And then put a cauldron down here. Oh, there's like a quill here. I didn't even see this. Okay, well, maybe this was next to, I'm looking at my A5 real quick. Let's put that, okay, I put it with the kind of book looking thing. So I'll show you that in a little bit. I'm going to put these dots near the cauldron, kind of like little bubbles. Like it's kind of all coming out of here. I kind of like that. And there's like this one here. Any more dots? No. Okay, and then a bat. Kind of up here. No, I like it down here better. And then put, this looks like a little gingerbread mummy cookie. So they're gonna go there. A little bitty spider web. I think here. And then a donut. A scared little spooky donut. Right here. Whoop. And I think we'll do that here for Saturday. And that uses all of those. I would like to use these. I think I can fit these on as well. Since I don't have any ghosties on this one. I think I want to put this one here. And then, come here. This one over here. Wondering about the spider web. It's just like 3 stickers just stacked up here. Let's move this one. Yeah. Let's put this one as here. Let's put it here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. And I think, yeah, let's do that there. And I don't think, yeah, I'd have to cut these out because they don't have any cut marks. I love them. I love the little sparkles. Let's see, do I have scissors? Let's try. So if I cut this one, it will bring the sparkles in from my labels on the A5, but now I need to get the backing off of it. Oh, it's like you kind of have to keep mashing it. There we go. So if you can kind of see here, I had to like mash the edge there, and then now I can take it off. Okay, let's add a bit of sparkle here. Are those upside down sparkles? No. Yes? Floating ghosties. Okay. Again, kind of mash up the side a little bit. I don't know if anyone else has like a better way to do it. I guess I just kind of start peeling it as best I can. Okay. And then, oh, do I want a little magic over here? Yeah. I think I'm going to flip it over though. Put it there. A little crooked. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to use. Okay. So those are all used up. In my little trash pile. And then I'm gonna label up the side and down the side here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I might just put, I think I'm gonna do them in gray. I was going to just put a couple focus things here, but I didn't want them to be bright orange. So, am I missing anything? Let's see. Do I have any other appointments? Nope. Completely open. Right? Yeah. Okay. So, I think that's it. I think I got all the way through. Okay, this is where I put the, let's get my stuff to the side. I put the quill right here next to that book, kind of doing magical things. And then they all feel kind of subdued. And I'm trying to figure out why. I guess some of these stickers are, oh, I used brighter colors across the top last time. So with the gray up there, it's kind of making it a little heavier, I guess. And on here, I could do the same here. Because I kind of want to bring a little darker element into this. Just to make it like still kind of Halloween-y over here. And then, but I generally don't put it on here just because I want to keep the appointments really clear to look at. That's it. That's all we have. And then I could use these, like, bring it into different books, but I think I'm going to see how it is just to have this kind of, I don't know, loose. I could put, like, a little piece of tape right here and then move it so I have it, like, just kind of in place and not have to worry about it flopping around. Actually, I think I'll do that. Just thinking on the fly here. So I think I want to put just a little bit of Halloween washi tape here. Actually, I think I want to face it this way. And just tape it right here for the first half of the week and then see what I want to do after that. So it is just kind of in there. And then if I want to, like, tape it on the edge, I'll do that later. I don't know. Because I'm not quite thinking about Halloween yet. We have candy in the house. We got decorations. Like, we're pretty much set. I just want to focus on these days right now and kind of having this to-do list and front load my week. That's the main thing. I do like to front load and then have, because by Thursday, Friday, I don't have any energy to do things. And then there's this one. And this one. So that is how I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go drink some more lemon ginger tea. Yeah, my voice. I think I might have hurt my throat a little bit yesterday. I think I was running around and I remember getting into the car and going, why can't I catch my breath? Like, it was like, I don't know. It was, something where I felt like I was sucking air in really fast, and I'm wondering if I just kind of hurt it a little bit doing that. But we had some kids over yesterday, and kids have germs, so who knows. My next video is going to be for November, and I'm going to be filming that not tonight because I was planning on it, but I have a couple more days. So that will come out on Halloween, but I'll probably film it on Wednesday. And I'll pick a new candle. I try to have my candles kind of be a candle of the month. For myself, it's just a me thing. Yeah, so this candle, like, just kind of smelling it for the month and kind of, I don't know, there's something about like a sensory thing that you have just for a certain amount of time and then you put it away. And, you know, you can see here, I only have like 3/4 of an inch left at the bottom of this one. And then I rotate it out and use a different one. Let me know how your Halloween went. Next week. Well, I guess you can do that next week. I'm just trying to think. Is there anything that you're preparing for this coming week? Do you need to vote? Please vote. And if you are unfamiliar with some of the initiatives in your area, see which... It's hard to say. Sometimes, you know, corporate entities can be like, well, we're all behind this because it will benefit us. But there are a lot of organizations, especially the nonprofits, if they are backing something saying this is not great, it's usually a good indication on how things are worded. Now, in our area, in Washington State here, we have a bunch of initiatives that have been passed that a bunch of people got together and want to repeal. And so you really have to look at the wording of things, because it looks like you're saying yes to keep them, but it's yes to repeal them. So just keep your eyes open on how things are worded. Should this be repealed? Should this be enacted? I'm not sure exactly what the wording is that people use, but just look at the wording of things, because they do try to trick you at times. Yeah, it's like a bunch of things that we're like, no, we wanted these the voters voted for these things. They should be around. But again, laws are always changing because humanity is changing. Humans change. They realize what the wording of things can actually possibly hurt people, so they have to redo things. You know, it's a bunch of living documents, right? It's meaning that they can always change and they can always have things added, subtracted, better worded, new laws to help people, help protect people, like, and that's as far as I'll take it. But please read through. There are a lot of people putting like cheat sheets out there to just help people vote for the right things, as in if you're closely aligned with just other people that you know have the same values as you, it can really help to kind of go, okay, they've sifted through, they've looked at the wording of things, and can decipher it a little better. Because sometimes, especially with my dyslexia, I'll look over it and look over it and look over it, and then I finally realize what it's saying. So vote, please vote. I hope everyone has a safe Halloween. And yeah, November's coming. Take care. Please like this if you liked it, if you enjoyed it. And if you're not subscribed already and you're kind of like, oh, I didn't see that she had a new video out, you might want to subscribe, because that can kind of help get on your feed. And that's it. Take care, everyone. Bye.